Hi, hello, and welcome to today's video. If this is the first video that you are joining for, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm so excited for today's video because it is one I really wanted to do last year, and for some reason, I guess I just didn't realize, pay attention to the fact that all of these items are Walmart exclusive. I don't love that because I don't personally shop at Walmart on a regular basis. The nearest one to me is just not close enough to shop at on a regular basis, but I did make the trip to go get these ice creams. So today we're going to be trying a bunch of different Little Debbie snacks that have been turned into ice cream flavors. I think last year was the first year that they had these. They're rolling them back out for this year. Like I said, they are Walmart exclusive, so hopefully you are able to get to a Walmart and to try these. I don't know exactly how many flavors there are. If I had to guess, I would say like 12 to maybe 10. Today we're tasting 6 of them. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, real quick, actually, one more thing before we get started, please just comment below and let me know what is your personal favorite Little Debbie snack, because my personal favorite is what is going to be the final item at the end of this video. I'm a very save the best for last kind of person, so I'm gonna save what I'm hoping is the best for last. I'm saving my favorite Little Debbie item for last, but like not even just of what's in this video. What is your personal favorite? Let's get started. All right, I felt like zebra cakes was just the appropriate place to start for this taste testing. Unfortunately, there are not descriptions on here that tell you exactly what you're about to eat. Like it doesn't say there's going to be this and this mixed in with ribbons of this or this. It just says a cold and creamy twist on a classic treat, and it says that on all of them. So let's try it. Oh, these are made by Hudsonville Ice Cream, by the way. I feel like I should at least mention the brand or company that makes these, but to be fair, oh, okay, it is. It's over here on the side. It's not on the front. It says Little Debbie with the snack on the front, and then Hudsonville's over here. And here. Okay, she looks good. I like the little twists and turns and chunks I'm seeing. Let's give it a taste. If it had given you a description, I would say it was a vanilla base with a chocolate fudge swirl and pieces of cake chunks mixed in, because that's what it is. The vanilla base taste, it very much so reminds me of the vanilla that's like in those little cups that you get with the wooden spoons on the top. The chocolate also reminds me of the chocolate that is swirled into the chocolate version of those, because there are chocolate version of those. The cake pieces just add this whole other level. It's really good. I would say it's not as thick of an ice cream as some, so it is a little bit lighter and airier. If you like a more dense ice cream, this is a bit on the lighter side, but flavor-wise, I think it's fun. I don't think it reminds me exactly of a zebra cake. It's a little more, the chocolate syrup is a little more than I would imagine from a zebra cake. But as it stands, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. It's not a flavor I personally reach for, but it's not bad. This next one is one I've actually never tried the item itself. I actually sort of feel obligated to go try it after this video. I almost wish I would have bought a box to try with this taste test. But either way, next up is strawberry shortcake rolls ice cream. And I so badly just like want to give you a description, but there isn't one, so I'll figure it out, I guess. I should clarify from the first one, the ice cream itself is very creamy. It's just not as thick as some other ice creams. This is delicious. It's the same vanilla-based ice cream, but it has strawberry swirls mixed in and then pieces of the shortcake mixed in. I wish there was a little bit more of the shortcake pieces. I feel like in the bites that I had, I didn't get as much as I was hoping for, but the flavors are delicious. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10 on this one. This one is really good. All right, these next two were both household favorites of my family growing up, so I'm a little extra excited about these two. Next up, we have Nutty Bars ice cream. If you're unfamiliar with Nutty Bars, they are a peanut butter wafer bar coated in chocolate. This one smells the best so far. It was also the hardest to dig my spoon into because there seems to be a lot going on here. It actually reminds me a lot of Rocky Road. It's got some crunchy, crispy Nutty Bar pieces, what I feel like is chocolate swirled in. It's got a lot of good flavor. I think I'm just missing a little bit more of the peanut butter flavor. Actually, I think the ice cream itself might be a peanut butter based ice cream. Yeah, this is definitely, because it's not the same vanilla from before. I'm gonna go 9 out of 10 on this one. I really like the flavors. There's a lot of stuff in it, which I really like. The texture is fun. Oh, good. All right, Lil Debbie makes Swiss roll. So we have next up the Swiss rolls ice cream, which these are like a chocolate cake with vanilla cream in the middle, rolled up and then coated in a thin layer of chocolate. And I'm really hoping that this is good because growing up, my mom was a massive fan of these and she would always tell us to put them in the freezer. So this is our first chocolate-based ice cream. But like I was saying, my mom always told us to put them in the freezer because they were so much better in the freezer. So I have high hopes for this one for that reason. But yeah, there's like some chocolate chips in it. This is not cat approved. So this one has the least amount of texture so far. It does have tiny little bits of Swiss roll, like the actual cake pieces, but other than that, there really isn't much texture, but it's fine because the chocolate ice cream itself has a very interesting, delicious flavor. This actually, to me, tastes like chocolate ice cream that has marshmallow drizzle like mixed into it. So growing up, one of my favorite things to put on an ice cream sundae was that marshmallow sauce. And this tastes like if you had chocolate ice cream and you mix the marshmallow sauce into it, because I taste that very distinct flavor. It's absolutely delicious. I really like this. I don't think it tastes as much like a Swiss roll as I was expecting or hoping. I think they could have done something a little different to make it taste more like that. But at the same time, it's delicious. So it's going to get a 9 out of 10. It loses a point simply for the fact that I don't think it reminds me enough of a Swiss roll that if I were to taste this, I would be like, yeah, that's what it is. But it's so good that it's going to get the high score. If you watched last week's taste test, it was a nostalgic 90s snacks food taste test. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend watching it. But this next ice cream, the item itself was something that I contemplated doing as part of the taste test, but I'm gonna be honest, I've had a cosmic brownie probably in the past like 5 years or so, so it didn't feel right to doing that taste test. I wanted to do stuff I hadn't had since I was a kid, so if that interests you after this video, I highly recommend checking that out. But yeah, next up, cosmic brownies. If there are not those colorful little coated pieces of chocolate in here, I am going to be highly disappointed. Okay, so I ate a few bites of this, and I was kind of just like, the ice cream itself isn't super good. You do get the little chocolate chip things in there, but I don't think they're as big as they are on the normal brownies. And I was just kind of mediocre, so I was like, let me eat a few more bites so I can just get my thoughts together on this. And it wasn't until I ate a few more bites that I found a chunk of brownie. So there are chunks of brownie in here and pieces of the little colorful drops on top, but I don't think there's enough of either. I think the pieces should be as big and whole as they are on top of cosmic brownies, and the chunks of brownie are definitely too far and few. And then the ice cream itself is a very mediocre chocolate ice cream. Like the last chocolate ice cream is really good. I don't know if it was whatever flavor it was that they used to make it a Swiss roll that took it to the next level, but this chocolate ice cream is definitely not as good, and I'm kind of sad because I was really excited. I feel like cosmic brownies are one of the most popular items from Little Debbie, so I'm gonna unfortunately have to give this one I don't want to give it a 4 because I feel like that's rude, but I feel like giving it a 5 is being too nice because I'm definitely going to let Alex try this and then probably let any of our friends that want to try this, and then other than that, I will probably not touch this one again. And of all of them, this would be the only one so far that I would not want to touch again. I think I'm gonna have to go with that 4. Sorry. Alright, the final ice cream of today's video is the one that is my personal favorite Little Debbie treat, which is oatmeal cream pies. I love oatmeal cream pies. They're so good. If you don't know though, they are so bad for you, like so high in calories. I'm sure all of these different things are, but oatmeal cream pies were the kind of thing that I would eat at lunch in high school, and I would eat one as like my little dessert at the end of lunch, thinking that it wasn't that bad because it wasn't that big. And you would buy them, like our school cafeteria that just sold them from the box, so you didn't have the nutrition information to look at. And so the day that I did finally look at the nutrition information, I was real salty. Now, I'm sure many of the other Little Debbie items are along those same lines, if not worse, but let's just say I wasn't expecting it when I had been eating that many of them. But without further ado, let's taste test what I am hoping is today's best ice cream. Okay, so the base ice cream is, again, the really creamy, yummy vanilla ice cream. And then it does have bits and chunks of just the oatmeal cream pie mixed in. But it doesn't have enough. There are like some smaller pieces like that were towards the top, and then some few here and there. But then I found some bigger chunks as I was digging, which means there are some decent sized chunks, but it's just not enough. I also think they could have done something to add more of the cream element. I think they just kind of relied on the ice cream to do that part, but I personally would have liked to see them try to do that in some other way, like some sort of like cream swirl would have probably been incredible. But as it stands, I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. It wasn't the best of the day. It didn't have enough stuff, and if given the choice, I would much rather just eat an oatmeal cream pie by itself. Like I said, there are other Little Debbie ice creams that I did not grab to try today. I didn't grab every single flavor. So if you've tried any of these flavors, if you have tried any of the other flavors, I would love to know your thoughts. If you want to try any of these flavors, which one? I would love to also know your thoughts there. But yeah, either way, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you were to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, you simultaneously help yourself stick around for the next video, but you also help to support the channel, which I massively appreciate, and I will see you in the next video. I thank you again. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.